I'm going to fail. And this is why. Statistics show, especially on this platform, YouTube, right? Regardless of anything that you start, you're going to fail. You're just starting. You need to find certain ways and especially find your lane, your niche, as they call it, and pretty much define you. Tell your story, who you are, pretty much what you're there for, right? Now, here's the thing about it: you can't stop.
Fucking New Guy is not for the weak, the whiny, or the willfully ignorant. This podcast features dark humor, explicit language, and brutally honest opinions. Nothing is off limits. We question everything, offend freely, and don't give a damn about political correctness. If sarcasm, crude jokes, or unfiltered conversation make you clutch your pearls, do yourself a favor and turn back now. We are not responsible for your feelings, reactions, or life choices based on anything we say. If you get mad, that's a you problem. Also, we are trained professionals at life, self-certified. Do not try or take anything we say too seriously, or worse, actually do it. If you do, that's on you, not us. Listener discretion is heavily advised. Enjoy the show, or don't. We really don't care.
Stopping is not an option. Whatever you're doing, it's not an option at all. Because eventually you're going to get good at it. With anything that you start, you're going to fail at the beginning of it. You're going to fail. I don't care who you are. It's it's pretty much ingrained in what you're doing. Like the best basketball players, prime example, Michael Jordan perhaps. He didn't make the team the first time he tried, but he didn't stop. He kept going. Kobe, not the same story, but not for nothing, he didn't stop either. So that begs the question of why do people stop so often? I'm going to fail and that's cool with me. I don't have a problem with that because with failure comes lessons. You learn more in failing and losing than you do in winning because when you win, you, like for better terms, you're up on the high that you won, that you're doing great, that everything's going great, and things of that nature. You really didn't learn nothing. But is that true? Anyway, we're here today, right? Fucking New Guy podcast. Are not a politics channel by any means or merit, but I will keep you up to date with certain things. We're not going to deep dive into it only because we're not. But I will inform you on certain things. I know y'all have paid attention to what's going on with Trump and Zelensky. I think his name is. Listen, I'm terrible with names. I'll be botching people's names all the time. Don't quote me on anything I say. Right now, with that being said, I seen his thing at the White House, and it looked kind of wicked. Like, prime example, my guy, why are you there chilling in the tracksuit? Like he's about to go play basketball or go chill with the homies or something. When you're having an important meeting. I never understood that part. Also the aspect of you can say scared for the outcome of certain things, right? I get that. But here's my question: for the past, let's just say, 10 years, actually more than that, because you got Obama's term, which did twice. Obama was president twice, right? That's 8 years, and then we had Biden. You had Trump, and then Biden, and then Trump again. Okay, so 15, 15 years. If somebody's trying to change the scope or the dynamic of what's been going on that hasn't been working for so long, why not? Okay, I see certain people are scared for Social Security and SNAP and things like that, right? Cool. I understand that part. But then again, I don't. You want to know why? Because you have so many people out here that do nothing. But we're not going to stay on this topic too long, only because I digress with politics. That's one. Two, I get the stake of it. And three, I work a 9 to 5. So a lot of things correlate with that doesn't affect or touch me per se. Unless you're talking about the tax thing. Now, as far as the tax thing, I get that too, because Social Security is not going to come out no more. I beg to differ because they can't fully allow that to not happen. But anyway, but health insurance has went up. House insurance has went up, and car insurance has went up. All statewide, all nationwide, I should say, right? Nationwide, car insurance went up 7.5%. So whatever you're paying now, just know it went up at least maybe $100, $200, maybe a few dollars. Health insurance, 7%, almost the same thing, right? Now, house insurance. This is where it gets a little scary. Only because that house insurance, that went up 21%. So if you have insurance on your house, meaning the LA fires and things of that nature, right? Or a tree fell in your house, or for some odd reason, or some goofy ran into your house with their car. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I'm just being honest with you. It's fucked up, but it's gonna go up. To fix your house, it's gonna cost you an arm and a leg, a piece of your back, the top of your kidney, and the big toe. But if they take the leg, they take the foot too. Anyway, anyway, music. It's a lot of underrated music out here, but it's a lot of bullshit in mainstream music. With so many CEOs retiring and things of that nature, like it's so many new faces that I don't even know if they're actually really putting the best foot forward to really make music how it was when I grew up. As they call it, the golden era. 90s music, right? When they helped when they help the artists be the best that they can, put them in the right venues, put them in the right places, and things like that. Help them pretty much be on top. But also, here's a caveat to that, and this is to regular people. Yo, we have to stop making these celebrities, somewhat icons, man. We have to. We have to stop putting them on a pedestal. Why? Because they just chose a better job. They just put their talents to work. You got talents too. So the question is, what can you do? Because yo, just going to work and coming home is just not. That's not your end all be all. It's not. It's not. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people are workers, or a lack of better terms, some people are Indians and some people are chiefs. Some people are chefs and some people are servers. That's just the bulk of the world that we live in. That's just the bulk of everything. So, what is your place? Because being complacent with just the bare minimum is not going to cut it nowadays. Because the bulk of everything that's happening right now in the world that we're living in currently is so much shit that we don't know and that we do know and think that might happen. I don't know if you really prepare for what you think that might happen from movies, right? And I've been saying this for so long. They don't make movies just to make movies. They make movies off of shit that they think might happen or shit. If you come across a doc or a lack of a better term, some movies that been deemed as it being reactionary or based on a true story, I should say. There we go. Based on a true story. So I'm example. 2012, the movie, right? We thought that was gonna happen. Uh, didn't. It was a thought, scientific shit. But who knows? It might happen in the future and not in our lifetime or not while we are alive. I'm just saying, right? Because let's be realistic about certain shit. And I know this is the first episode. Yes, I'm going to fail. We know this. This is going to recur, but I'm me. I'm actually going to get better at this shit. But anyway, I digress. And by then too, hopefully I have a fucking whole host of some shit. But I'm working on that. But anyway, right? This is what aggravates me a lot because people would take a narrative or even spin it a certain way, right? And that aspect alone, especially nowadays, people do it for clicks and views. The aspect of it. But as I always tell my kids, yo, if you're gonna tell a story, tell the whole story, man. Tell the whole story. If you're gonna tell a story, tell the whole story. And this aspect right here is what I mean about it.
Curious, obviously. So TNT captured you and Bud having an exchange. What was going on there?
Yeah, that's what usually happens when you don't know the dynamics of a relationship. You know, you catch something on TV, you get a quote, and now you pushing that narrative as if me and Bud don't do that shit all the time. We competitive as two individuals who want to see things done the right way, and sometimes my way ain't the way that Bud want to do it, and vice versa. And he allows me as a player on the team, a veteran on the team, to voice my opinion. If we both didn't care, we would never have stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm glad that the win is going to sweep.
All right. Now shout out to KD. But KD be getting a lot of flack. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody be on his head. Pause. But see the thing about it is, especially nowadays, specifically in the NBA, if an athlete does something, it's a problem, or they show some type of emotion, it's a problem. Like we're all human. You would do the same thing in the house or at work or to your boss or to your manager, whatever the case may be, right? So what makes it different from him? Why? Because they make a lot of money. That goes back to my point. We got to stop putting these celebrities, athletes, singers, or even a famous person on a pedestal or a icon, person that chose a good job or stuck to some shit, dedicated. Heart goes back to my previous point. I'm going to fail. That got dark real quick, real fast. Oh, yeah, here we discuss dark humor too. That's another thing, man. Like I listen, funny is funny, regardless. Funny is funny, man. Funny is funny. I feel as though the day and age that we living in right now, it has got too soft. It has gotten too soft. There's no humanality in roughly the everyday life anymore. The only people that I think are still grounded are comedians. Comedians are still grounded in being human, period. You wanna know why? Why? Because it's just jokes at the end of the day. It's not how they really feel, but it's how they perceive things that are going. Everybody got soft. Yo, bullying was an issue when I was a kid. And nobody's really offering themselves. After a while, you got tired of your bully, you fucked him up. You fucked him up and went about your way. But now man, I don't even necessarily know what the hell is going on now, to be honest with you, because there's no commonality no
We
more.
doing the last Friday, man.
There's not.
Um,
There's not. But anyway, on to lighter news. Now I will say this. I'm in my late 30s, right? I grew up on Friday, next Friday, Friday after next. We been waiting so long, bleep that out, for this. We've been waiting so long for this. Oh my fucking God. I hope it's true because they said it was going to happen a couple years ago. It didn't. Gave everybody hopes up. Everybody was like, "Oh my God." But it didn't happen. Now, just listen to about what Mike Epps has to say.
but anyway,
Has Cube approached you about last Friday yet?
he called me the other day.
Wow.
Said we just finished the deal.
Oh.
Wow.
So we doing the last Friday, man. And big shout out to Cube, man. That's another brother that has put so many brothers on, man.
Yes, sir.
This dude put and don't really get the props for it, you know? Put me, Chris Tucker, Bernie, name them. This dude gave dudes opportunities. And that's what I'm doing. On the Upshaws, man, I just had Scarface on the show, acting. I had Petey Pablo on the show. I had so many comics on the show. And you know, that's what we do. We turning on black men, putting black men in a position where they can feed their family and build legacies.
Have you seen the script for last Friday?
I haven't seen the script, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's good. And we're gonna bring in the new comics. We're gonna put the DC Young Flies and all of them in with the OGs. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a good ass.
Is Chris Tucker gonna be a part of it too? You, Chris? They gonna combine all the worlds?
Hopefully we can get Chris Tucker
Yeah,
in it.
yeah.
You know, we need to get Chris Tucker on that because people still love Chris Tucker. He's still smoky.
Okay. Honestly, I'm happy to hear that. I am. Yo, shout out Ice Cube. Shout out everybody that's, especially, now for nothing, I'm not trying to sound biased or racist, but shout out to the black people that's trying to put other black people on. Because if we don't make our own way, who's gonna make it for us? I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you have companies that are okay, or I'm not gonna say okay because that sounds a little, but anyway, that's his own production company, if I'm not mistaken. Especially now. I have 2 companies, actually 3, off the top of my head. The Wayans family, right? They do phenomenal work. Shout out to them. Really. Really. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they got an Oscar. Or if not an Oscar, some type of award. Like, I keep up with that stuff, but then again, I don't. And I don't really subscribe to a lot of things that's not beneficial, but I do pay attention to when they shine a light on people that's actually doing or handling business. I do. Promise. Well, the other company, Adam Sandler's company. I like Adam Sandler. Good job for not conforming to the system or not conforming to the gatekeepers or being one of those. And last but not least, but I don't know because it's a lot of things that's floating around. I don't know how true they are, but Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is another one. But I see what he's doing. And congratulations to him. But congratulations to him. Because it's a lot of things going on nowadays, man. It's a lot of sticky situations, to be honest with you. It is. But also again, this is just the first episode. I'm here to shine a light on them. Shine a light on them. But yeah, man, this the stake of or time or frame that we're in right now, especially with everything, podcasting, streaming, TV, YouTube, all that stuff, right? Certain things starting to stray away. And this is one of my big questions, and we're gonna deep dive into this later. And this is no how can I put this? This is no biases or anything against any other race of any other race. But I want to make this comparison because I've been thinking about this for the longest. I've asked a few people and they really couldn't even give me a definitive answer. Well, I'm not going to say definitive answer because they pretty much had the same curiosity that I did. Where the black shows at? Where are the black shows at? How I grew up on Martin and living single and girlfriends and my wife and kids. Even the cartoons on Saturdays. Where are they? We don't have any. And we have very seldom and few black shows. And if we do, they're on streaming apps. They're so scattered. Oh, they're so scattered to the point where you have to have 3, 4, and 5 streaming apps just to try to keep up with it. But shout out to Papa's House. Shout out to the Upshaws. Those are the only two that I can think off the top of my head of black shows. Not to negate Tyler Perry and what he's doing. Not to negate that. But it's still underlining shit with that too. And we're gonna have a conversation about that. But as far as the black shows that doesn't that doesn't preach or try to align with a narrative, only two I can think of off the top of my head is Papa's House and the Upshaws. Now, if I'm wrong, please come tell me. Please come tell me. Let's have a conversation. Leave all the shows that I'm missing in the comments, and I'll go check them out. I will because I've been looking. Martin, if I'm not mistaken, they just had a reunion. I gotta go check that out. But this is my thing. Where are the black shows at? That's what a lot of we're missing in this generation, in this day and age. You want to know why? Because morals, storytelling, and pretty much just real life shit brought to TV so you can see it in a different aspect. So when you see certain things in everyday life, you be like, oh shit, he handled it this way. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the things that was in my wife and kids, I tried on my kids. And it worked. It's funny, but here's TV. But this book of life, there's no book. But you have a plan for how you want your life, right? So this goes my question. We live in a life right now in this era right now where it's time to capitalize. But also, lack of for better terms, kid, we're the only race that looks crazy. We are. So many things get stolen from us, right? And I don't mean to go on a tangent or anything to try to race bait. I guess that's what you would say or call it. I'm not race baiting at all, but I'm just being honest for what I see. How we're being depicted on this right here is crazy, especially being a black man from the hood. I like to sit back and I watch shit and I observe before I even give my opinion, and then I look and see what everybody else is saying. Let's see we're aligned the same way, because this day and age that we're living in, this shit is wicked. It's wild that so many people are okay with allowing what the fuck is going on. Like, okay,
Girl
prime example.
and
I
NBA
don't mean
YoungBoy was
to.
drowning.
I don't mean to necessarily point anybody out or signal anybody out, but yo, check this out, man. This kind of disturbed me a little bit. And the simple fact of one of my questions is, where is her dad? Where's her dad?
Say this your girl right here?
Shit, yeah.
If your girl and NBA YoungBoy was drowning and you can only save one, which one of them would you save?
Young boy. Fuck that bitch. Nigga, young boy, it's no nother young boy I can get a new girl.
What you mean?
Fuck you mean what I mean? I just said what the fuck I mean.
Nigga, your girl right here. You gonna
That ain't my problem. She should know this. She should know this. Slimed out. 4K trading, nobody say. We're gonna die today. We put guns to face.
nigga, your girl drowning though. Like imagine your girl
Nigga,
drowning.
I understood the question. You done said that shit.
Why is this okay? Why is this okay? I mean, for the life of me, I've been trying to figure out why is this okay? And this is what I mean. Like, you got so many, as they call them, YNs, following celebrities and all the other shit. Not for nothing, these celebrities aren't pointing them in the right direction. Goes back to my point. Stop making these celebrities or rappers, actors, football players, unless they are good role models. A lot of them aren't good role models at all. But also, again, now, yo, it's just music. It's just music. Yo, you can get out your situation if you want to. A lot of y'all don't want to. Y'all play it like y'all do, but y'all don't. I'm on everybody's ass. Personally, I don't care. I don't. I can give two shits less of how you feel. And I'm only saying that because a lot of times your feelings and emotions aren't worth shit. They're not. You can't tell me a definitive point or answer why that young man was talking like that. Because of NBA YoungBoy? What have what has he done for you? Tell me that. What has that young man, NBA YoungBoy, has done for you? What? He made a song that saved your life? We don't know you. Why? Because you out here running around with a gun in on your hip, or I'm not even supposed to say that. I'm gonna bleep that out. But that goes back to my point, man. It's too many shenanigans going on right now, and I don't like it. I don't like it. It's nasty work. It's nasty work, man. Oh man, it's nasty work. It really is. It really is nasty work, man. I really don't. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm not gonna keep. I'm not gonna stay on the YNs because it's just something that you know everybody's been saying, but you got so many people that's cool or down with the YNs that it's just ridiculous. It really is. It really is, and not for nothing. Um, these women ain't too far off either.
Instagram with it. Okay, I would go to Twitter with it. I would
I
go
don't
to
mean to just put that out there like that, or even signaling it out there like that. But I'm gonna say this: these young women ain't rap too tight neither. They're not. How? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say something after this. Go ahead, just take a listen.
now he's threatening to have my page deleted. So if you know, go follow my other page. But it's like at the end of the day, babe, I will take this off TikTok and we will go to Instagram with it. Okay, I will go to Twitter with it. I will go to ever social. Listen, babe, who are you playing with?
Bro, don't worry.
Don't text my phone. Don't text. Excuse me?
I don't know you, bro.
Stop playing. Listen, at the end of the day, I promise you, on my life, on everything in my life. All you had to do was shut up. All you had to do, you keep on playing with me over and over and over and over and over and over again. You're going to learn. I promise you, because I'm going to teach you. I promise I'm going to teach you, bitch. Now he's threatening to have my
Okay.
page deleted. So if you know, go follow my.
Okay. Now I have a few I have a few remarks about that. Whether you like it or not. Um that was a little cringe to watch. And I'm only saying it was cringe to watch because um and I don't like I don't and this goes to what Joe Button said. I don't want to bring stuff like that up to make anybody else famous. Right? Because you know what's going to happen. They're going to try to find her Instagram or Facebook or deep dive into and do. Now she's going to have a little clout window moment and all other stuff, right? Cool, whatever. I'm not going to subscribe to that. But what I do find weird because a lot of people, I ain't going to say people, a lot of women do this. Leave that man alone. Leave that man alone. Just like Anthony Edwards. Leave that man alone. If that man told you he don't want nothing to do with you, why are you still giving him your energy? Where your daddy at? Where your That's one question I'm a ask in any type of scenario or situation like this. Where your daddy at, man? Because if a motherfucker is showing you he don't want you, why the hell are you giving him your energy? Let alone let him clap your cheeks. Because you know what that situation. Now this is just my brain working. You know what that situation shows me that he probably smashed a few times. Never even really told you y'all was together. He was probably telling you all that when y'all was together. If that makes sense. But you took it to the heart. Yo, if you look at that man's track record, he only really took 2, maybe 3 women serious. And it wasn't even serious because he was still out here in these streets clapping cheeks. So what makes you think you different? Don't get me wrong. You're pretty. Yeah, you are. But to him, you're just another pretty face. That's it. Show me what have you done for me lately? What makes you different? That's really the aspect of it. To be honest with you, if you want to be honest, that's just really the aspect of it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the shit that you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Because personally, I don't care either way. Don't. Yo, shout out to Doshi. She doing her thing, right? I want y'all to start doing this too. Yo, stop just listening to music from here. That's my only thing. Stop just listening to music from the US. Give yourself a little outlet. Other type of music. Prime example.
Black British music. We've been making asses shake since the Windrush. Damn, son.
Now this is Jim Legacy. Shit type fire. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna play it, but if you want to hear the full extent of it, not for nothing, I want to say in like another month or two, I'm going to make a Patreon, and that's gonna be all the uncensored stuff where you can listen to the music and everything. Or, also too, you can listen to the audio side, which would be on the podcast website. Well, podcast platforms. Wherever you get your podcast listening podcast from. Second. It was a little break. But back to things that matter or don't matter, unimportant or not important. I'm sorry. I'm the only production guy. So has to work with me. Well, shout out to Black Sam. One for keeping Nipsey Hussle's dream alive, man. I gotta find my way to the East Coast. Well, I mean, not find my way. Of course, I gotta take a trip, and when I take a trip, I'm gonna take y'all with me. I want to go over there, go around and just ride around and see what's up, man. That's it, really. Because I'm on the East Coast. Shout out to the East Coast. I mean, we got legends over here too, from Redman, Method Man, Wu Tang, Biggie. Pac came from over here. Jay, Diddy, Cameron, Mace. I could, like, the list goes on and on, right? But yeah, man. Shout out to the brother, man. He making a lot of he keeping it going. He keeping it going for his brother, man. That's what we're supposed to do, honestly. Because if he don't, who is? Also, too, man. Rest in peace to Angie Stone. We lost another icon. Music. Oh shit. Music won't be the same anymore. One serenaded voice that, in my opinion, sometimes they're going too early. And it's just weird and ironic that I've heard that she was the only one that passed away in the van when there was a bunch of other people, and she's the only one that passed away. We're gonna get the 10 for you hat moments, but not today. Not today. Oh, also too, update right before I go. Um, every Wednesday from here, from this point on, every Wednesday, we're dropping a new episode. Every Wednesday, we're dropping a new episode, man. Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. So before I sign off, right? Do not feel bad when you make mistakes, because you learn from them, you grow from them, and you be better from them. Failing is not a bad thing. Failing is actually a good thing. We need to fail more and often to be better and great later. So from the 9-to-5ers to the entrepreneurs to the motherfuckers that hustle, Get it how you live, pimp. Oh, if I could find this video, I'll show you. Right? Actually, this is on Instagram, but I have it the next time we're here. Right? Which goes great because it was a father. It was a father that, you know, put certain things aside to make a better present. And the question is, do a lot of people agree with it? But we're gonna get to that. But I'm gonna say this: have a good day. Tomorrow's always gonna be better, and the previous day is just leftover food. You gotta either do one or two things: warm it up or make a new meal. Tomorrow's always a new day. That being said, I'm gonna work on that. Peace. It's your boy F and G on fucking New Guy Podcast. Till next time. Wait. Damn, I am my own production thing.